Top 7 Cars for Evil People. When it comes to car design, most manufacturers play it safe. They stick with whatever the current trend is and make cars that look either like the last model or like every other car on the market. However, some cars are designed to look as evil as possible. Some of these cars were instantly favored by bad guys due to their menacing evil looks. Hey guys, we are here with a list of the most villainous cars ever made. But before we start, if you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss any of our videos. Here we go. Number 1. Mercedes G-Class. The G-Class is a threatening-looking SUV. It's a box on wheels, basically, which is owned nowadays by pretty much everyone with money, from celebrities to mafia hitmen. Anything with boxy lines looks aggressive essentially, and the G-Class just has mostly boxy lines. The G-Class was designed for army use only at first, so it had to look tough and rugged. This design was kept and made to look a far lot more premium when it came to the road models. Our personal favorites are W463 Generation G63, G500 Squared, and 6X6. All of those cars sent shockwaves through you when you looked at them. Number 2. Mercedes S600W140. The S600W140 commands huge respect. It has 12 cylinders in it, it has a large number on the trunk, and the 3-pointed star is on the hood. This is no ordinary luxury car. This is the car that is designed to push others out of the way, which is why mafia bosses loved it. Sounds scary, right? But it is true. The other W140 S-Class models look good but never as intimidating as an S600. This was one of the best Mercedes cars ever. It was the last of the over-engineered goodness, as it cost over $1 billion to develop. The S600 had a huge square chrome grille which could probably be seen from a mile away. It is one of the most evil-looking cars you have ever seen. Number 3. Mercedes 600 Grosser. Nothing is scarier than seeing a Mercedes 600 Grosser. The reason why is that 9 times out of 10, a dictator is sat in the rear seats of the car, and if you don't move your car out of the way, you might disappear forever. Sounds extreme, but when you realize Pol Pot, Saddam Hussein, Chairman Mao, and Idi Amin were among some of the owners of this car, that statement becomes chillingly true. Coming towards the evil guy car in the world till today's date. The Mercedes 600 is the ultimate gangster car as it's owned and driven by some sort of evilest people around the world. Someone responsible for millions of crime accidents and death. The reason behind being the most famous car is because of its amazing body and engine power. The 600 Grosser is an extremely luxurious car. It is so luxurious that it makes modern luxury cars look like lavas. The windows and trunk lid were powered by hydraulics. The reason for this was because Mercedes wanted to make this car as quiet and as over-engineered as possible. Because if they didn't, who knows what the demanding clientele would do to their engineers. The way this car is stylish is also the scariest in the car world. Number 4. 1968 Dodge Charger. Bullet, 1968. Yeah, okay, it sheds about a dozen hubcaps during the most famous chase in film history. Even so, it's undeniable that the Charger driven by professional assassins Mike and Phil in Bullet remains the single greatest badass bad guy ride in film history. The legends that surround this car go on, and they're all easy enough to dig up on the internet. Instead, go through your mind and count the number of times that the 68 to 70 Charger has subsequently shown up as the bad guys, or good guys, car in movies. Bullet established that this Dodge, one of the very best-looking classic muscle cars, has an undeniable on-screen charisma. Almost 50 years after the film was made, the Charger in Bullet is still absolutely evil and villainous. Number 5. Jaguar 420G MKX. This isn't an evil die car for what today's bad guys look for. But in the 19s, the car was mainly seen in bank robbery cases. It has a front-leaning look that makes it look faster from the side. Other than that, it has some power as well, a 250-plus horsepower engine from an inline-6. The Jaguar 420G MKX is a proper gangster car that was driven by the Kray twins, who were a notorious gangster duo from London in the 1950s and 1960s. If you saw a 420G MKX in the rearview mirror, you would most definitely feel threatened, as it is a scary-looking car. It's long, it has 4 headlights, and it has a certain Cockney charm about it. This car can only be driven by those who are up to no good, as the trunk was big enough to carry a few oil paintings, which in the time of the 320G MKX was one of the most stolen items. It was pretty quick, but it used to break down all the time. However, even when it was at standstill, it looked haunting. Number 6. Lamborghini Aventador. Many enthusiasts would argue that this supercar is one of the meanest-looking cars ever built. Almost everything about it is intimidating, from its sharp lines to its feline headlights, to the fighter jet-style ignition and $500,000 price tag. As Bruce Wayne's alternative to his Tumbler Batmobile, the Aventador makes a fittingly edgy ride for the gritty superhero. If you are going to use a stealth fighter as the main source of inspiration for your car, just know it's going to look beyond aggressive. The Aventador hands down are the wildest-looking Lamborghini ever. It is a stealth fighter for the road with 690 HP and a top speed of 217 mph. The noise, though, is more like Concorde, as it is seriously loud. No car ever looks remotely close to an Aventador. None of the other Lamborghinis does at all. They may have similar lights and starter buttons, but everything else is a no. The Aventador is a car that scares anything and everything out of its way. Number 7. BMW 5 Series. The BMW 5 Series is an executive car manufactured and marketed by BMW since 1972, succeeding the new class sedans, and is currently in its 7th generation. The 5 Series was initially available as a sedan, with a wagon/estate body style, marketed as touring, added in 1991, and a 5-door fastback configuration, marketed as Gran Turismo, available from 2009 to 2017. Each successive generation carries a distinct internal E designation. The first generation of 5 Series was powered by naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder petrol engines. Following generations have been powered by 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, V8, and V10 engines that are either naturally aspirated or turbocharged. See 1982. Diesel engines have been included in the 5 Series range. This is the car from the 19s, during the crucial times in East Europe where most of the people took loans to survive the period. Those times the vehicles used by their gangster community were the blacked-out E34. The E34 is a rugged car with a slim body design that can also carry 4 pumped-up bodyguards. These are some scariest cars that the villains drive in every movie and also in real life. The more stylish their looks are, the scariest they are. Well, we can't exactly ignore these cars because they are damn stylish. But in early times, these were the reasons for the most crime accidents and also deaths. Scary, right? Well, you can just pray to stay away from these people like mafias, so we don't have to come in front of these cars. And that's for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.